No, you can just edit it. If you'll actually edit it.
I'll do that for it.
Oh, Jesus.
I can do it on my phone. I can do it on my phone.
Yeah.
So we're gonna edit this first part because he knew what he was doing.
I definitely know.
Usually him, not me.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Block Talk. I'm Boogie.
Honcho.
And today we have a very special guest who I will let introduce himself. But just know, you probably heard this guy before on the Against the Mat Wrestling podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Kentucky guy.
Hey, Boogie. Hey, TJ. Thank you guys so much for having me. Yeah, I do host the show Against the Mat Wrestling podcast. We also host the show called the Red Pill Current News podcast as well. So, but yeah, happy to be here, man. A big fan of your all. So, yeah, excited to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
How's the weather out there in Kentucky right now?
Hot. So there.
Hot.
Yeah, don't worry, it's hot down here too. It's a humid heat out here, man. You can't escape it.
Oh man, the human index is 105 right now here.
Yeah. A couple days ago, we was touching like 102, 101, 102.
It's definitely hurting my soul out here. I'll tell you that right now. Doesn't feel good.
Hey, I'm a summer guy. I love summer. You know what I mean? But
I never understand people that say that. I hate summer. Listen, I'm a spring, fall type dude. I like moderate shit. I like moderate weather.
I'm okay with the summer. I like it. I'm just glad I got a car. But
listen, we have a healthy respect for each other. That's how I see it. I don't dislike it. I don't like it, but we just have a healthy respect.
yeah, I feel you. See, I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
I hate snow. So.
Oh, okay. I see why you wanted to get away from it. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it, Kentucky guy. These NBA finals right now. First, I gotta ask you first, who you going for, man, to win this?
Man, you know, the teams that I actually like are already out.
Oh, well, yeah, that happens.
You know, could it be the Nets here? I don't know.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
I don't know. Kyrie's got to get it together. They got to do something with Fat Man Harden before they get it together over there.
Yeah, who are you guys rooting for?
I'm going for Boston, and TJ is going for Golden State. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah.
Golden State. You know, they've had an impressive season for the loss in games and everything they've had. So, used to be a huge Warriors fan back in the day, back when Kevin Durant was there and all that good stuff.
Oh, okay. Back in the golden years, the 2017 Golden State Warriors, 2018.
When they were unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one win away from greatness.
That's all right though, because listen, as we're currently recording this, Game 6 is tomorrow. Gonna be a Boston dub, and then we're gonna take the 7th, man. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. And then you're gonna be holding my nuts, and you'll be fine.
We like celebrating on other people's court.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure you do.
They say Curry gonna drop 50 tomorrow. Clay gonna drop 30. It's gonna be unbelievable.
I'll believe when I see it. I'll be there.
What do you guys think about the argument about Curry being the best shooter in history?
There's no argument.
Yeah.
There's no argument.
Wait, what's it? Max said he's not top 10.
He's ridiculous. What?
Max
Kellerman?
Yes.
Listen,
today
he has that same thing though, like Stephen A, where they and like a Skip Bayless, they say controversial shit to start, like, you know, that way people can listen in.
The reason he said that is because, you know, he went 0 for 9 from the 3-point line.
Okay, people have bad games.
Yeah. But he said he feels he's not top 10.
Statistically, he's the greatest shooter currently in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
Best 3-point shooting percentage, best from the field.
History.
I mean, I don't understand. What's the argument? Was Max Kellerman high?
I think so.
That's crazy. Where do you fall on that?
I think he's great. I don't think he's the best in history, but I think he's pretty great right now. I mean, he's the greatest one current.
Who's better?
Man, you got Bird. He's just, for back in the day when nobody was taking those shots, I mean, we're talking history, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you take into history, though, wasn't nobody shooting mid-court threes either until Steph did it.
Well, now, Bird made a few from the other side, you know, the other side line.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. They made it consistently and with a, I think he's 33% from like the
he made a whole trend. The world now follows shooting like he shoot.
Yeah, everybody now
The
lives
way
guys
him
by
and-
three.
The way him and Clay shoot is ridiculous.
Steph Curry has changed the way basketball is played outside of the NBA as well.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know because statistically, like if you put the numbers up against each other. Now the thing is, I mean, I guess you could kind of take into fact the skew of the 3-point shot because I mean back then there wasn't really a lot of like 3-point shooting. That's why the score was a lot lower and stuff like that. But
The hand checking back then and stuff is a lot rougher game.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean the rules allotted for that more. That's like did you hear the other day? Shaq was talking. He said Shaq and Kobe would dominate Steph Curry and KD.
The league right now type of thing.
I was assuming the league right now, where I'm like, bro, if it was the league right now, there's no way Kobe and Shaq could have beat KD and Steph.
No, maybe if you took them back to their rules.
Because back then Steph Curry's 6'2", 6'3", if he gives the Reebok pumps a little go,
Yeah.
and the Slim Reaper's too skinny. You can't.
He can't touch Shaq. Shaq will body him. Kobe.
They won't even put Shaq on him though. Is the
But
thing.
now I'm saying if he tried to even guard Shaq in any
Yeah.
way.
And listen, couldn't nobody keep Shaq out the paint. But if we're following current rules, there's no way. There's no goddamn way Shaq and Kobe could beat, again, 2017, 2018, quite possibly the best Golden State dynasty. Quite possibly the greatest dynasty in history, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as just like being able to score at will and just winning. I think they're unstoppable. Like that team, you can put them against any team and they'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, I love Kobe. He's my top 3 of all time.
Yeah.
But
Top
he,
three.
if you're going to use today's rules, no, they couldn't touch it.
Yeah. I gotta ask, who's 1 and 2?
Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
number 1. Tim Duncan, number 2.
Who?
Mr. Fundamental is
Tim-
over Kobe?
Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan, yeah.
No, LeBron. No, the kid.
Hey, we're not even, he didn't even say nothing about LeBron. We're not speaking on that guy.
Yeah, don't get me started on that.
Thank you, bro.
Hey.
We could go down through there, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
We had this discussion on like 3 episodes.
I don't
We're gonna
mind.
push past it.
I don't mind the 3 guys you got.
I mind Tim Duncan. I mind Tim
They're
Duncan.
all great for their position and their timing in the game. I don't like the order of them, but
I mind
I'm down
Tim
with
Duncan.
that. I'm down with that.
I mind Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is not a top 3 player.
To me, it was Kobe, it was Jordan, then I give LeBron.
You're ridiculous. You're an
And really, it's a toss up because you know how I feel about LeBron. Because then, I'm a big KD fan and I'm a big Curry fan.
You're
So
ridiculous.
them 2 guys,
in history.
that's 5. My top 5. Kobe number 1. The rest can fall however they want.
You're ridiculous, sir. You have no common sense whatsoever. Read a book. The fuck?
Yeah. Wait a minute, Kobe's your number 1 over Jordan?
Kobe is my number
Thank
1.
you. Look,
over
that is
that
ridiculous.
has touched a spot in basketball.
That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous number 1.
Kobe's whole career, he wanted to beat Jordan. So how could you not?
Because these are 2 facts, you guys can look them up. They said Phil Jackson coached both of them. I think I told you this, Boogie. Phil Jackson coached both Jordan and Kobe. They asked Phil Jackson after he retired, if you had to put the ball in one person's hand to take the game-winning shot in Game 7 of the finals, who are you going with? He said Kobe Bryant. Jordan, on the other hand, they asked Jordan if LeBron, Dwayne, Kyrie, Durant, Kobe, all these guys were in their prime, and you were in their prime, who do you think you can't beat? He said Kobe Bryant.
So
They asked why, and he said because Kobe studied my moves, took them, and perfected them.
So you're putting opinions above facts.
I'm putting yes, because that's all.
yeah. I'm gonna say those are opinions.
Everybody's opinion.
Those are opinions.
But everybody's opinion is everybody's opinion.
Okay, yeah, but now let's get factual though. Now let's get factual.
Hey.
Now let's
I'm
get
saying-
factual. Now, you know what? I'm not even defending LeBron this one. I'm
No.
gonna put it up against MJ. Who's a better fucking shooter?
Perimeter.
Just shooter overall.
If I'm going perimeter, I'm gonna go Kobe. If 3-point shooting, I might say I don't know the stats on Jordan, but I might say Jordan better 3-point shooter.
I tell you right now, statistically, Jordan is better than Kobe in everything.
Oh,
minus free free throws.
Oh, well, hey.
Kobe was dominant in free throws. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I agree. Jordan, if you look at the stats, man, perimeter shooting, 3-point shooting, set foul shots.
In the paint.
But one of the best. Kobe is one of the best perimeter.
That's true.
When Phil Jackson said that and Jordan said that, how long ago was that he made those comments?
Jordan, Phil Jackson. This all happened maybe around the 2011, 12, 13 time frame. Because the only reason I say that is because I know they came out with the question was asked because of the NBA game that came out at that time.
But again, that's an
And it was-
opinion.
Hey,
You can't use someone's opinion when you're comparing
but
stats.
only reason I ride with Phil Jackson's opinion because he
You can't. Don't air quote opinion,
he-
motherfucker. It's an
he-
opinion.
He coached these two, so he knows.
But it's
the-
still
He
opinion.
knows at the end of the day who is better in this situation.
Okay.
And you're telling
okay.
me
If you're going by that, give me 1 second, because I want you to answer this. If going by that logic, okay, we're gonna follow that logic.
Okay.
Did every player that Phil Jackson drafted to the New York Knicks, did he not think they were going to be stars in the NBA? His words, he said they were going to be stars and they were going to shake up the NBA. And he even quoted that he said a few of these guys reminded him of MJ and Kobe.
Now,
Now,
hold on, wait.
no, hold on.
Okay.
Now, none of these people did anything. Now, Kentucky guy, would you value this man's opinion about who would win in the game when you, in his professional opinion, can't even pick fucking players?
I agree 100%. Phil Jackson, he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, man. He's all about that. He's always been that type of guy.
Exactly. He placates to stars all the time.
How you placate to two of the greatest people and you're not even coaching them at the time? You picked,
What do you mean?
it don't matter who you picked at that time. You wasn't coaching either one of them.
But he's still friends with both of them. He had both their numbers in his phone.
I understand that. But if I gotta pick out of one of the two, I'll be like, man, that's not, that's negate the question. Don't answer it.
But again,
But on that,
how good is his opinion on who would win when you, on your professional opinion, you are paid to give your opinion about who's going to be an NBA star, and you fuck it up repeatedly for years while he was the GM at the Knicks. Fuck it up.
But we can say that about every GM in the league.
That's what
Every GM.
the person that drafted LeBron said he was going to change the NBA. He changed the NBA.
One person. That's the one person. I can guarantee he probably said that about somebody else.
Yes, but what I'm saying
Everybody
is this.
said that about somebody.
But what I'm saying is this though. Most people, if they say one person, they get a hit every once in a while. And again, let's be real. GM is a hard job. It's hard to be able to equate somebody when you see them in college to see what they're going to be in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody saw Zion. You know what I'm saying? No one saw him doing what he's doing right now. No one saw AD doing what he's doing right now, where he can't stay healthy and he's falling up short. No one saw that. Because in college, he showed you I'm the man.
I feel like you can't say, oh, meet my draft picks are.
How?
Like,
If he
I say, oh, these are my draft picks. I'm hyping them up because everyone does that to all the number one
But he
draft picks in the league when they come in.
Okay, but this is the thing though, right? You do so terribly at picking players. You consistently have lottery picks. That's top 10 picks. And you don't hit on anyone? Not one time.
That's a good point. Very good point. You got to look at it on Jordan's opinion about Kobe is, remember, man, Kobe's been like a little brother to Jordan. He used to call him all the time during the night, out of the blue and everything. I've seen interviews with Jordan talking about it and Kobe
Yeah.
as well. So his opinion's kind of,
It's also skewed because they're friends.
right. That's what I mean. Yep, exactly.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. When someone is giving you facts though, you can't be like, oh, well, somebody's opinion. Listen, all due respect, that opinion don't matter. We're talking about statistically. Statistically, MJ's a better player than Kobe, bro. I know. Listen, I love you, my boy. But
I don't see it.
what do you mean you don't see it?
Okay.
It's on paper. How do you not see it? Are you blind?
Kinda.
You got your
I'm blind
blinders
to-
on?
I'm blind to anything that don't say Kobe.
Oh my God.
Anyways, on to another subject.
Moving right along.
Moving right on.
You brought it up, motherfucker.
Did you guys see who is now the highest paid free safety.
Yes,
in
I did.
NFL history.
Yes, I did. Minka
36
Fitzpatrick.
million guaranteed.
Pittsburgh Steelers strong, baby. Family out here.
So wait a minute. Whoa. Are you a Steelers fan?
Yes, I am.
I'm
Big
sorry.
time.
Sorry.
Big time.
I'm sorry.
There you go, brother. I am too. That's
Steel curtain, baby. Stop playing with me, Tom. Stop playing with me. You done fucked up now. You done fucked up now,
I'm
my
trying
boy.
to change the subject, hoping it was gonna be 2 against 1.
Nope, you done fucked up, my boy. Congratulations. You
Yeah,
played
it's 2
yourself.
against
You
1.
played yourself.
Yeah, 2 against 1.
Yeah.
But I'm not against it. He's a great quarter. He's a great free safety. I like his play. I like everything about the man. That's why I feel like he got it. Aaron Donald became one of the highest paid people in the NFL outside of quarterbacks.
Speaking of Aaron Donald,
So I believe in that.
just real quick for me, if you could. I haven't had a chance to look this up in
Okay.
a while. Statistically, who has the most quarterback sacks and is rated right now professionally, by Pro Football Focus, very respected. Who's rated right now the best on the line, just in the league?
The best on the line.
The best on the line in the league.
If I have
Just the whole league.
if I had to go with somebody,
Yeah.
thinking I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the guy in the steel curtains,
Yeah, there we go.
TJ Watt.
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna go, and the only reason I know because I watch football. I know TJ Watt, and I don't know the other young dude over there.
Who?
He on the line too.
Which, that's a lot.
They
That's
done
a couple
they be like
Cam Hayward?
Hayward.
Yeah, Hayward.
Both of them
His
together.
little brother just got drafted too.
Both of them are killers.
Yeah.
But TJ Watt, I agree.
Stephon Tuitt actually just retired. He used to play next to Cam Hayward. He's from Notre Dame. Fighting Irish. Go Fighting Irish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. I feel sorry for you guys.
How do you think? How do you feel about the quarterback situation?
I think that I don't feel too great about it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When we picked up Mitch Trubisky, I was all team Trubisky, and then we drafted Kenny Pickett, and now I'm excited for Pickettsburg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It'll be interesting.
it all depends on if the senior quarterback kind of takes him under his wing a little bit,
Yeah.
shows some growth. That makes a big difference. I think that's the issue with the Browns. They just don't have a good, solid senior quarterback to step in and help with these young guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of the Browns, did you know that 2 new cases came out of Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
And apparently they're supposed to announce what the NFL's supposed to announce what they decide to do to them
Yeah.
before training camp. They're going to privately let the Browns know first, and then the Browns are going to release a statement.
Well, yeah, he's at Tampa already, so they just waiting to see what's going to be handed down on him. But that's crazy.
I'm surprised he went there, man. That's where quarterbacks go to die.
Honestly, though, they haven't had a good quarterback in forever, man.
No.
That's why I'm tired of people talking about how good Baker Mayfield is. Look, I'm going to be honest. Just again, history has shown us, and I don't understand why people keep getting quarterbacks from Oklahoma. They historically have sucked in the NFL. The last big person to come out, if you want to technically give Baker Mayfield, I guess he would be the best that's come out of Oklahoma. Sam Bradford. That's your next best. Sam Bradford.
Who just
Did
came out?
Tommy Manziel come out of Oklahoma?
And what happened to him? Wash.
Yeah, he's horrible too.
That's what I'm saying. I would put Sam Bradford above Johnny Manziel. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said Sam Bradford number 2 is your second best.
Right. He reminds me of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, they're very similar because they come from the same program.
I don't just feel like Baker is trash. I'm not super team Baker, but he made the franchise look kind of good
How?
compared to what they been.
How?
Compared to being just a horrible in the dump team.
He was there
They had
62
They
games.
had a chance to make playoffs if it, for only because
You know
Baltimore.
the only time that he had a good, like where he's considered a good quarterback, where he had a good QBR out of 62 games? 11. 11 out of 62. That's less than 20% that you play good. So that means less than 20% of the time you're a good quarterback. That is garbage. That's a bad quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. They went out and got Odell Beckham to help him, and he still couldn't pull it off.
And then he was saying Odell was the problem. Then what did he do when he went to the Rams? Won a fucking chip.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. You know, his rookie year, he went out there and he made all these commercials like he's living in a football stadium and everything.
Yeah, the progressive.
He just couldn't back it up, man. He
Yeah.
just could not back it up.
And I mean, there's rumors floating around right now that apparently Carolina's pretty close to making a deal with him. Which, listen, that franchise, it makes sense for him to go there because they have Sam Darnold, bro. Is Baker Mayfield better than Sam Darnold? Yes, but that's because Sam Darnold's Dudu Kaka. Why are you making a face? There's no way you can tell me Sam Darnold is a better quarterback. Lie to me and tell me Sam Darnold's a better quarterback right now than Baker Mayfield. Lie to me, please.
I didn't say nothing.
What's that face you're making?
I didn't say nothing.
Do you think that? Do you think
I feel
he is?
like Carolina, that is one of them awesome teams that you go to
die.
to do nothing.
They don't have anybody. You know what's crazy?
You go over there just to be mediocre.
You know what's crazy? Tell me why, if Baker Mayfield's good, right? Baker Mayfield's a good quarterback. Why is Robbie Anderson considering retirement if Baker Mayfield comes to the team? He's willing to play with Sam Darnold. And then if Baker comes over there, he's like, nope, not going to do it. And can we all agree that Sam Darnold is a worse quarterback than Baker Mayfield, just statistically, from what we've seen?
Oh, hell yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. Could you agree with that, Tommy? Would you agree with that statement?
Sure.
No, don't show me. Do you really believe Sam Darnold's better?
Hey.
Oh my!
Did you just tell me opinions on
Next
that?
thing you're gonna. That's a fact.
So
Factually, Baker Mayfield is better than Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Are you for real?
Hey.
Listen, at least Baker Mayfield has 11 games with a QBR of 85 or higher. Sam Darnold might have one.
So weren't they in the same draft class?
Yes.
Hey.
And they have the same amount of games in 62 games. You're ridiculous. Are you for real right now? Please tell me you're fucking with me. Tell me this is a joke for the podcast so I can hee hee ha ha. So I can laugh. This will tickle my tummy.
Hey.
Oh my God. You really
I'm not
believe
saying
this?
that. I didn't say
You
that.
really believe this? I had to go off camera for this.
I'm not saying Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. I would not say that. But that is, it's just, hey, I don't know the stats. I can't truly say the stats.
But that's, oh my God.
Stats matter.
They do matter, but I mean, also though, your eye test matters too. Though you can see that he's not good.
Hey,
Like you can see that.
hey,
You can't see that.
I don't watch enough of his games.
Oh my God. Is Sam Darnold a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield?
No.
Thank you. The Kentucky guy, that's my brother who also is heavily into football. Heavily.
Now,
Right.
Sam Darnold had a higher ceiling when they were coming in the draft. He had better arm talent, but Baker has played more games well than Sam Darnold has.
Thank you. Baker Mayfield at least has 11 games above a QBR of 85 out of 62. Sam Darnold in those, actually less than 62 because Sam Darnold got hurt more than Baker Mayfield did. So I think he's like 58 games played, something like that. He doesn't even have 11 good games to put up against Baker Mayfield, where he had an above 85 QBR.
The only defense you can make of Sam Darnold
He's at the Jets.
is that he went to two bad teams back to back. Not really much you can do there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, listen, it's the Jets. No one expected a lot, but I expected more than what the fuck he gave me.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hype around him.
Thank you for that.
Out of the draft. I mean, they had a decent, I mean, it wasn't a horrible team around him. They could have done a lot better with offensive weapons, but he had those radio station guys saying that he was the next big thing and all this crap, and I never did think he was any good. So
He was definitely very hyped. He was definitely very hyped up before the draft. Him and who's that motherfucker that was at Denver? The one that washed out.
Quarterback?
Yeah, well, obviously we're talking about quarterbacks. Damn, man, fuck. I can't remember his name right now. I'm blanking so hard. It was a
The last quarterback I think about when I think about Denver is Rockweiler. Osweiler.
Oswald?
Yeah, whatever his name is. The one who came to Houston.
Yeah.
That's on the
Osweiler, yeah.
That's the person I can think about.
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. It was a young guy, but he ended up fucking washing out. I don't remember. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But what was that?
EJ something or something. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's just a complete fucking wash. And he was super overhyped also.
Oh, big time.
He didn't name him?
Oh?
Was it
Manuel.
Emmanuel or something like that over there.
I legitimately can't remember his name. To save my life
But
right
yeah, I don't know. I wonder what. This is my opinion.
now. Okay, give it
Once
to me.
again-
Give it to me.
I would take. And I told you this before. I would take Baker Mayfield
Over who?
in Houston over the young guy we have.
Why? Davis Mills showed promise.
Hey,
Baker
that's
Mayfield
how-
shows you he's a loser.
That's how I feel.
That's crazy.
That's how I feel.
I would take the upside of Davis Mills, the potential that he showed last year, over the continuous suck that Baker Mayfield has shown me over the past 5 years.
A lot of times, it's just not the quarterback that makes the team a losing team.
Okay, so
Even though you're the head general and you control everything, at the end of the day, I'm just not solely the reason for my team losing. It was a lot of parts.
there was a lot of shit
It was
failing.
a lot of parts where major games came and Odell dropped 3-4 straight passes. Receivers were not catching nothing. Nothing. He putting it in their hands. And this is like dropping them. But they lost that game. Who would it go on? Baker. He's the quarterback.
Could you say the same thing for Davis Mills?
On that, I can't say too much. But at the same time, he did decent. But at times I feel like he could have did better. Or as far as they could have gave him better plays.
I mean, listen, for a no-name quarterback, he showed decent level of play, football IQ, and awareness. And he showed you that he's got a decent arm. You know what I'm saying?
I think he'll get better with time.
Yeah. I think he has a lot more upside than what Baker has already shown you. Again, Baker showed you 62 games of suck. Of just suck.
But you are right. They do need to put offensive weapons around him.
No, definitely. I mean, listen, they have nobody. Nobody.
That's like some of Aaron Rodgers' team. They just didn't give him enough weapons. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you're two-time MVP. Now, granted, I mean, do you have one of the best receivers in the league? Yes. But, well, you had. But, also, though, in those games that he lost in the NFC Championships, his defense gave up so much ass. Like, so much.
I'm about to say, that game he lost in the snow
The last
to
two.
San Fran. I think that was San Fran.
Yeah, San Francisco.
When they had the lead, all they had to do was protect it.
Defense gave up so many yards.
Get a couple first down, you win the game. And you get shut out on that drive for San Fran to come back and win the game. Now, they talk trash about Aaron Rodgers because of that. You had a great season, and you get down to just holding the ball and supposed to get a couple first down, you couldn't do it. Now,
What is defense?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they talked bad about it. They said defense this, but that main thing was Aaron Rodgers. Like,
Yeah, because they were saying he can't push through. If you're the MVP, you have to win that.
you
And
got you
but he
can't
also
put the
did-
pressure on the defense.
But he
Not
hit the
even
ball
look
at
at
the
it.
end of the game, though, to be able to make a game-winning comeback drive.
Yeah, they just had to protect it.
What was that?
If I don't have the ball in my hands, I can't win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it comes down to, man. And like I said, they didn't really. I mean, in this draft, they beefed up in defense a little bit, so I am kind of curious because they did listen to Aaron Rodgers about that. We're like, listen, man, like we're giving up too many points, which is a valid point. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Especially for an aging quarterback, like he shouldn't have to be throwing the ball that goddamn much. You shouldn't just be putting up crazy numbers like that. I did the same thing for fucking Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady shouldn't have had to put up that many numbers. Now, granted, their defense was more riddled with injuries.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Whereas in just lack of talent.
but they
What do you guys? Or not to switch subject, but what do you guys' opinion about Patrick Mahomes?
goat,
You ridiculous. What?
goat.
Go.
Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT over Tom Brady?
Patrick, if I had one drive to get downfield and to score, I'm going Patrick. I'm going Patrick Mahomes all day. It is nothing this man has showed us that he can't do.
So you mean by having the number one tight end and 3 top 50 receivers? Yeah, he's pretty good, right? Pretty
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what he does this year without Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I want to see what he does.
Okay. Because I can show you this. Because Brady also had Gronk.
Yes.
Brady also has top receivers. They might not be big super names, but
How are they?
I
Hold on.
got Tyreek Hill.
How are you a top receiver if you have no
Hold
name?
on. I got Tyreek Hill over here.
Not no more. You don't.
No, what I'm saying, I had Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Who else? Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins,
Okay.
who only just showed up in Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
He
not,
did his thing in Buffalo.
that's not. But I'm saying over here when he was with me, not too much.
What you mean? He was still doing his
He
thing.
was doing good, but he just wasn't.
He was a top 50 wide receiver.
Who else?
Brian Pringle, a goddamn track star.
A track star. Okay. Who else?
Again, when you have these people that can take the top off, you had
But
Travis Kelce, the number one tight end.
Okay. You had Gronk. Okay.
Okay.
You had Antonio Brown on 2 teams. You had.
Hold on, you can't count Antonio Brown. You only had him a couple games.
We're going to talk about Buccaneers by themselves. Before Tom Brady came over to the Buccaneers, they were one of the highest scoring teams in the league. Before Brady got over there,
Yeah, well,
their
Jameis Winston.
receiving core was awesome.
Yes, yeah, Chris Godwin over there, Mike Evans. Mike Evans was a Pro Bowler. So was Chris. So was
You
Chris Godwin.
got great. You got.
I'm not-
your names over here.
I'm not taking that away from
your
him,
names
but
over
now-
here are bigger than my names in Kansas City.
Okay, but now let's go back to New England,
Okay.
where his biggest name was Gronk, and then after that,
He
Julian
had-
Edelman,
He
and then
had
who
a
else?
bunch of- He had a bunch of no-name killers over there. He made every receiver that he had over there.
And then when they left, they didn't do shit, right?
Well, I can't think about.
So then does that mean that it's those receivers, or is it Tom Brady?
It was Tom Brady.
Okay then.
Okay, we had
Those players under Alex Smith. Alex Smith was there before Patrick Mahomes and had these guys. Okay?
Okay.
They were winning a bunch of games. They were still going to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were still going to Pro Bowls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but these players, these no-name ballers, they only made the Pro Bowl when they're with Tom Brady. When they left Tom Brady, they didn't do shit. So what does that tell you?
Still saying.
No, it tells you Tom Brady's a better quarterback.
No, I don't agree.
Listen, you were saying wild shit today.
I don't agree.
You were saying, what did you have to drink before you got
Pepsi.
here? That's what it is. That's what it is. It's Pepsi.
I feel, just me, my opinion. Hey, give me Patrick Mahomes on any time of the game,
You're wild.
and it's not one flaw you can tell me this man has.
You're wild. What do you mean? He's highly inaccurate with the ball.
Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
He's inaccurate.
Tom Brady can't throw deep.
What does it matter if you have accuracy?
Tom Brady can't.
What does it matter if you can throw? What does it matter if you could throw 70
Wait,
yards
time out.
downfield if you can't
Wow.
put it where you want it?
You telling me this guy is throwing side-handed 30 yards downfield on spot is not accurate?
That's not on spot because Tyreek Hill made up for a lot of his mistakes. Do you remember when he threw it 50 yards? He underthrew Tyreek Hill, but he's so goddamn fast. The cheetah had to run back 20 yards to get it because he's supposed to be a clear out route.
I'm throwing off back foot.
That's a clear out route though. My whole thing is that's not your route you're supposed
But
to
it
throw
happens to
through.
quarterbacks. People, they know what it's us.
I would take accuracy any day over a Hail Mary ball. Because that's really what it is. The thing is though, again, Patrick Mahomes has enough receiver talent where they can cover his ass for looking so bad.
And he has enough talent to make plays. What? He can make awesome plays to extend the play to make sure
Listen,
that these
he was
receivers.
a good baseball player. But guess what? Those sideways throws and shit like that, Matt Stafford did the same thing. What? Matt Stafford did before Patrick Mahomes ever came to the league. Matt Stafford was throwing the sideways pass in Detroit.
Hold on, but really?
Yes.
You're comparing Matt Stafford.
What I'm saying is it's been done before. You're not saying anything. He's not
I'm
doing
not
anything that ain't
I'm
happened.
not saying that it has never been done before. I've seen Aaron Rodgers do it.
Yes.
But at the same time,
Back in the day, Bernie Kosar, that's what he was known for.
Yeah.
Those passes. But here's the thing: how do you think, in all honesty, seriousness, Patrick Mahomes would have done out of the draft if he'd have went to the Browns? Let's say. Still that success? I don't think so.
ooh. With the Browns that Baker ended up having.
Because look, no, if he would have been drafted there, so he wouldn't have had Odell. You got to take Odell out.
Okay. I think they had good running backs at that time.
They had Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I think they had decent running backs. They had Odell homeboy still over there.
Who?
The other dude who was over there with Odell. Landry? Yeah, I think Jarvis Landry was over there.
Okay,
He
that's one.
I don't know if he would have had
Look.
this great success as he did in Kansas City.
That's my thing. Look, a lot of people like to act like Kansas City was garbage before Patrick Mahomes got there. They were in the playoffs, bro. Alex Smith was a good quarterback, and they had good receivers. Like I said, they already had Tyreek Hill. They already had Travis Kelce. They already had a good receiving core there. And they had good running back.
Right now, let's switch it up a little bit. Same draft year, same team. Tom Brady he actually gets traded to the Browns.
I
I
don't.
think he has success.
I do.
I don't.
I do. He would not go to the Super Bowl, but he'd make the playoffs.
I don't think he would have the success because a major thing for Tom Brady and New England
Was what?
was the two things really.
Bill Belichick. I'll
Bill
give you that.
Belichick
Coaching. Yes,
Bill
I will give you
Belichick
that. I'll give you that.
and that offensive line.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that also. I'll give you that.
Cleveland never had a
Whoa.
win.
Never had what?
A stellar offensive line like
They had one of the best offensive lines in the league. What's wrong with you?
win.
What? Continuously. The
Every
AFC North.
year.
The AFC North
Every
is known
year.
for some of the best offensive lines.
I'm saying Cleveland. Compared to the years that Tom Brady was in New England, all them years.
Cleveland has a stud offensive line.
So you telling me that Brady-
Baker Mayfield holds onto the ball for way too long, which makes it look like, oh my God, Baker Mayfield gets all this pressure.
So you have-
because look, if they had a trash offensive line, how are their running backs doing so well?
You will have
Making those big ass holes.
You will have Cleveland offensive line over New England's offensive line.
They're comparable.
Would you have?
They're comparable.
I would. I was
You're
taking
crazy.
New England offensive line over at that time with Tom Brady and Bledsoe. I would have took that line over any line pretty much in the NFL at that time.
Right now, I'm just talking about the year.
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
Cleveland Browns had a top 5 offensive line every year. Every year. You can't what?
Okay, I don't think you had. I don't think so.
You're crazy. You're saying crazy shit today. What is wrong with you?
It's the Pepsi.
It must be Pepsi. I'm in the upside down right now. This is ridiculous.
I don't feel.
You,
like Brady
actually,
would
know,
have-
now that I'm thinking about it,
I don't
we had a conversation, I think on like the second episode of this podcast, where you defended saying Tom Brady was the hands down GOAT.
I didn't compare him to.
We compared him around the league, motherfucker. You said Tom Brady. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, where's this shit
I
coming
guess I was
from?
talking about the rings. I was just giving it to him because of the rings.
Take the rings out of it. I mean, he's a great quarterback.
He's a great
He's the
quarterback.
greatest of all time. He's the hands down GOAT. You're crazy.
I can't.
Oh my.
And no, because I told you, retract it. I told you who I felt who was better than Tom Brady.
Aaron Rodgers, which was also crazy.
A-Rod.
A-Rod is not a better quarterback.
That, but my opinion, I did say that. We did talk
You did
about
say that. I will give you that. You did say that. But again, Patrick Mahomes wasn't even in the conversation. You did.
Because
So you said.
we was covering.
So still, you just
at that
named
time,
two. You just
I
named
was
two
covering-
quarterbacks that are better than Patrick Mahomes
that time-
in your GOAT debate.
At that time, I was debating as far as how far back they've been in the league up until now. But if I just had one drive
Is
to
the
win
league
Super Bowl?
is an NFL season made up of one drive?
A lot of times it is.
What?
One drive.
There's not 17 games you get played,
Yeah, but
and there's not 2 playoff games.
if you don't get that
No,
drive,
there is no
to
yeah,
win,
but it's
if
yeah.
you don't get that drive, that one drive that get you down there to win, what are them 17 games?
But again, you still have to go these 17 games before that one drive matter. You still got to get these 2 playoff games before that game matters.
Hey,
Before that drive matters, I should say.
I'm going with
You're
Patrick
crazy.
Mahomes.
You're legitimately crazy.
$100 million man.
So who's your guys' I don't know, top 4
You're ridiculous.
quarterbacks of all time?
All time? Oh shit.
Your top 4.
I got Tom Brady number 1 overall. Aaron Rodgers number 2. John Unitas number 3, but only because again he transformed the passing game for the NFL to where a lot of people hadn't really seen no shit like that before, like in the 30s where they were like literally mind blown by him. And then Joe Montana. Which actually, you know what? Switch that. Put Joe Montana at number 2, Aaron Rodgers 3, and Johnny Unitas 4. That's my top 4. Go ahead. You can't tell me Joe Montana ain't better than Aaron Rodgers.
Now listen. Now
You're not gonna give me hear your top four. Let me hear your top four.
I'm about to say a small thing before I get my top four. I don't speak of quarterbacks that I didn't watch.
He just said all time.
But
You have to talk about quarterbacks you didn't
I
see.
can't say that because I didn't look at stats. I didn't look at all these quarterback stats. I can't tell you about Johnny Unitas.
So then you want to know
I
about.
can't tell you about Terry Bradshaw like that. I hear these names,
Yeah.
but I can't talk to you about them like that.
So then you want to just go top four current.
If you have people, because you know the history.
No, I'm talking about you though. Right now you're only going to give top four
I'm
current.
gonna give the top four from I started watching football in 1999.
Okay.
The Rams and the Titans, first Super Bowl I ever watched.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
hit
I
me.
start from there.
Okay, hit me.
It's gonna be crazy.
I can tell.
Okay. Number one, Patrick Mahomes. Number two, Aaron Rodgers. Number three, Tom Brady.
Are you serious?
And number four, this is gonna be mind blowing, Drew Brees.
What? Kentucky guy, I quit the podcast. I'm sorry. I quit life, actually. You know what I'm saying? If you'll excuse me, I'm overdue with a bath with a toaster. If you could give your four real quick, I'd appreciate that.
Sure. So, my number one is Tom Brady. He's a GOAT.
Okay.
This is how it is. Hey, Manny.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
Number three would have to be Joe Montana.
Okay.
And then number four may be a little bit controversial to you guys. I don't know. But number four is Jim McMahon. He used to be the quarterback of the Bears.
Okay. I think I heard of McMahon. I believe I heard of him. Huh?
I think
Yeah. I have other quarterbacks that I like, but like the four I named, like I can throw Peyton Manning in there. I like Peyton Manning. He'll probably be in the trade-off of Drew Brees. But hold on,
But what do you, hold on, I just want to know, what are you basing these top four on?
my personal life.
Well, but we're not talking about life. We're talking about who are the four best quarterbacks of all time. Which you said, if you haven't seen them, they don't count.
Yeah.
Which I'll take.
Okay, in my opinion though, you're asking me about my opinion. Because if we was to talk about stats, maybe all three of us is wrong. Now, throwing Tom Brady in there is going to give us 1 point. But the other three, we can't say guaranteed these are the top other three in the four conversation of greats. Because this is our opinion. So therefore, we're not speaking facts right now. Either one of us are speaking facts.
So I'm asking, in your opinion, I mean, there's stats to back it up.
Yeah,
but I'm asking, in your opinion, what is this gauge of success of top four? Like, what is it?
Okay, I'm gonna give you why each player
Is where they're at,
is
please.
Where it's at. Now,
Which, to reiterate real quick, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
okay. Now I'm gonna start
Please.
from Drew Brees. Now, only reason Drew Brees is one of my top quarterbacks because this man has an arsenal. He is the air god. Okay, air god.
Okay.
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 He's like a Matthew Stafford. Like air god. Matthew Stafford was over in Denver Detroit going crazy in the air. He just didn't have nothing around him.
Okay.
Drew Brees had players around him, won the Super Bowl,
Yep.
and just breaking records as far as air quality.
Okay.
Like he owned the air.
Okay.
Drew Brees.
Okay.
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 Now,
Okay.
go to your guy, the GOAT, Brady.
Uh-huh.
He's there. I love his game all the way. Hey, you did you. Got your rings. You know, team success.
Mhm.
You're
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers,
Mm-hmm.
my number two.
Mm-hmm.
That man is just unbelievable in the things he do.
It's your facts.
He can make nothing into something. Like put the ball on the drop of a dime. We seen him come back
Yeah.
and drop it on the edge.
Great control. Great control. You think he got an Xbox controller?
Yeah,
Great
that's what I'm
control.
saying. Like he got a string on the ball.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Probably one of the most multi-talented, all-around quarterbacks. If you want to talk about arm talent, if you want to talk about moving around in the pocket, extending plays, making plays, doing that. He has rings behind him. He has records behind him,
Mhm.
and he is still young.
Mhm.
These are all things he's doing
Okay.
all of this at a young age
Okay.
that no quarterback was doing at his age.
Mhm.
Yes, he had people around him. We're not speaking on the people. We're going to speak on just
Yeah, just one quarterback.
his
Just one quarterback.
numbers. We don't care who's there.
Yeah. Now you said why you like each one, right? Again, what's comparable that they're being ranked on? Like, what are they being ranked on?
Just highlight.
So just likability is what they're being ranked on.
Me watching them play.
Because when I'm saying
Me
top
watching
four,
them play.
this is not ranking of likability. The questioning was greatest. So to me, that's all around level of play. Like how great your play is. Which I said Tom Brady's number one. The GOAT.
Okay.
Joe Montana.
Did you
number
watch
two.
Joe Montana play?
I don't have to watch Joe Montana to see his stats and to know that he was a great player and to watch highlights. And to know that he got 5 Super Bowls.
Okay, so we're going on.
I have to watch that?
We're going on rings.
4 rings, sorry.
We're going on rings.
No, that's not what I'm gauging it on.
But
No, I didn't say it. What I'm saying is, I didn't have to watch him to know he won 4. If I didn't watch the sun go down, does it not go down?
we don't know.
What? Are you fucking nut?
If a tree falls in the forest, will it make a noise?
Yeah, we don't know. Oh, come on.
Do a
Come
bear
on.
sit in the woods and wipe his ass
Yes,
with a white
they-
rabbit? We don't know.
Yeah, you're being ridiculous.
Okay?
You,
This
sir,
is
are
our
ridiculous.
opinion on our
Hold
players.
on.
Okay, so I know what Tommy's saying. He's talking about his top 4 to watch, which, based on his list, I get it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'd probably put Aaron Rodgers over Patrick Mahomes because sometimes Patrick Mahomes has games where
It's
his
very unwatchable.
his mechanics go to shit in a game and then he just becomes unwatchable the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That
That happened in the
this
Super
year.
Bowl.
That happened in the Super Bowl against
Right.
Tampa.
Yeah. I agree.
But you guys are arguing different things. You're arguing which ones are your favorite to watch. You're arguing top all time.
Because the question was, who, in your opinion, Kentucky, can you repeat the question one more time? So I make sure I got it right.
Absolutely. In your opinion, who do you think was your top 4 greatest of all time quarterbacks?
So
Now, this is my
So
thing.
hold on. I answered the question right there because I said greatest.
Yeah.
You're talking about
But
likability.
it's my
There's a
thing.
difference.
My thing is this. Each one of the quarterbacks I named, guaranteed Hall of Fame. Patrick Mahomes, guaranteed
Of course.
Hall of Fame the first round.
Of course.
First time in the ballot. Okay.
I'm not saying
Now,
they're not Hall
hold
of
on.
Famers.
But how long has the NFL been around?
100 years.
100 years.
101, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 101.
Can you tell me the first quarterback in the NFL? Very first.
The very first?
The first quarterback. You can't tell me this, correct? So you don't know the stats.
Bart
of these-
Starr.
But I'm saying, okay, that's one. He probably wasn't even no.
I'm saying they won the Super Bowl. Bart
No,
Starr.
I say Super Bowl.
For the
I
Green
said
Bay Packers.
Playing. But my thing is, you can't tell me because there's a lot of stats that wasn't around back then that are around now. So it's like
I'll give you that.
quarterbacks that wasn't rated on certain things as they are now.
Okay.
So we can't speak.
But
on
hasn't the game
greatest.
evolved to where now actually the play is better?
But I'm not speaking on. I'm speaking on. We can't guarantee say we're speaking facts on every quarterback that ever touched the ball.
But what I'm saying is this, though, right? In the Super Bowl era, right? When stats have been kept, I'm saying statistically, the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
It's debate.
It is a debate.
You got Terry
But what I'm saying is, though,
You got
as
Terry
far as
Bradshaw, that was a great quarterback.
not saying he wasn't. What I'm saying is this. Again, I'm not saying they're not Hall of Famers. I'm not saying that they, in their own right, don't hold leaderboards in their respective stats. What I'm saying is, my top 4 greatest quarterbacks in the Super Bowl era, okay, are, again, that's listed, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers, and then because what Johnny Unitas did for the passing game, Johnny Unitas is number 4. Because he revolutionized the passing game in
Okay.
football.
Huh?
He would round out my 5. But if I'm just saying top 4, I'm saying
Lower than Aaron Rodgers.
Kentucky.
Payman? Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, because Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers ain't done yet.
Did you hear his top 4?
I think Aaron Rodgers will surpass.
Boogie, did you hear his top 4?
Oh no, I did not. Say that
Can
again.
you repeat your top 4 Kentucky for us?
who, me?
Yes, sir.
My top 4 is number 1, Tom Brady.
Mhm.
Joe Montana. him. Let's see, Manning.
Manning.
And then Jim McMahon for the Bears.
Interesting. That's an interesting roundout. Can
No,
I? Kentucky. They Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh yeah, originally from Cleveland.
But
That's
the thing is, do you see that
If you ask any fan of the Bears, though, I don't think any fan of the Bears would have any quarterback in the top 4 ever.
But see,
ever in the history of that.
Well, we didn't watch.
But that's what I want to ask though. Why McCann though?
What's that now?
Why McCann rounding out the top 4?
Are you talking about Jim McMahon?
Yeah.
McMahon. Sorry, I don't know why I said McCann.
I don't know, man. That 85 Super Bowl, until he started getting hurt, he was pretty phenomenal. I know he did have Walter Payton and a few other stars with him.
85 Bears. Thinking about it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
85 Bears.
They won on the back of their defense.
They did one on the back of their defense.
You know, I mean, there's a bunch of them, right, that we never even spoke about, like Troy Aikman,
Yeah.
John Elway. And there's a lot of good.
Yeah, but Troy Aikman would never make my top 5.
I could say John Elway. He's been in like 6 Super Bowls. He just lost.
No, John Elway. I said Troy Aikman would never make my top
But
5.
see that right there, we're picking from our likings. Of course.
No,
at the end of the
that
day.
has nothing to do. I'm not saying I don't like Troy Aikman. I like Troy Aikman, but I'm saying he wouldn't make my top 5. As far as like a statistical quarterback, if I'm picking one quarterback from Dallas, I take Roger Staubach over Troy Aikman.
Oh, I understand. But hey,
Right? Am I crazy for that?
John Elway.
I don't know, you're thinking about Big Ben in his prime.
Big Killer Ben.
I also won't put Big Ben in my top 5. I'm sorry. Listen, I love the man. Listen, I love that man.
He'd be
I don't know
close.
if you're allowed to Steelers Nation anymore.
Yeah, that's
What you mean? Listen.
And that's
I love that
this is supposed to be your Steel Nation.
Oh yeah, listen, he's a
Brand.
Steelers fan too. But listen, this is my thing. I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback. I'm not denying any of these quarterbacks' greatness. What I'm saying is top 5 of all time.
That's blasphemous that you have Aaron Rodgers above Peyton Manning, I would say.
I
Peyton
mean-
Manning's one of the best quarterbacks ever. You need to stop.
He's incredible. I'm not saying he's not, but this is my thing.
When he
I'm-
was the sheriff, Junior, come on.
I mean, listen, that big-headed bastard is amazing. What I'm saying is this. I think that, because let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers isn't done yet. I think that with his ceiling and how he's still playing at the level he's playing, I think he will surpass Peyton Manning.
He might, but right now it's not there yet.
As of current standings, no, but that's what I'm saying, because he's still playing. And so is Patrick Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? He might end up surpassing all these people eventually.
Will.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not like that.
Will.
What?
Will.
You shut your dirty mouth.
Okay.
You shut your dirty mouth.
I don't know. And he's tracker.
Listen, he still thinks fucking Kobe's the GOAT of basketball. You shut your mouth. You said crazy things today.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemous things today, sir.
That's just
And,
my.
you know what he used as his factual statement to defend why Kobe's number 1? The opinion of Phil Jackson, who said that Kobe would beat MJ, who we know ruined the fucking Knicks with his basketball goddamn opinion.
You're just speaking on players you pick. We're not talking about players.
Again,
Anyway,
what I'm
we're
saying
on
is
football right now. We're on football
We're
right now.
past it.
So
You're still wrong.
but yeah,
We're past it.
that's just my. We all have opinions about our quarterbacking. Like I said,
You know, yeah, you're
if
here.
I had one quarterback at the end of the day, this is a question for all 3 of us here. If I had one quarterback, I know who y'all gonna pick because y'all both said him number 1 for the final drive of the Super Bowl, and y'all don't care what team you put him on. You can put him on whatever team, whatever year.
Don't say that.
No, I'm saying whatever year he was on that team.
Don't say
Like
that.
any year Tom Brady was in the Patriots, or any year these couple years he was with, Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick
Oh, you're
that.
still talking about somebody.
And I can pick the year Patty Mahomes was with Kansas City. I would pick Patty Mahomes in that Kansas City team over Tom Brady, and whatever year you want to pick.
Wow.
That's just me.
Would you
And
agree with
I don't not.
Would you say that?
I don't not.
No, right? If you have one
Yeah.
fucking drive, I'm picking Tom Brady.
No, I think the 07 Patriots are too good. I don't know if you could pick a better team.
Thank you.
The only reason
Thank
why they lost is because the New York Giants defense was fucking
Unstoppable. Goddamn Michael Strahan over there was eating shit up with that goddamn gap too. He was just putting everybody in between the gap.
I understand, but that's just my opinion.
And that's what I'm saying. Your opinion's nuts. It's crazy. I'm not gonna say your opinion's nuts. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. What I find mind blowing though is that you get on these crazy stances that you love to defend. Where I'm like, it's definitely against the grain. I would say. Well, actually, I wouldn't even say that because a lot of people would believe that. But it's like, how could you though? Because again, I just going statistically, The
Like,
07
I'm not gonna lie
Patriots
to you.
dominated so hard.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I will. This controversial again.
Oh, God.
Today my controversial that you had yours.
You're right.
I will pick that Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Torrey Hall. I will pick that Rams Super Bowl team.
Over.
Yo, 07.
I'm going home. I'm leaving. I'm done now. Today is over with. There is no way. I don't even have words for that, son. There's not words that can come out my mouth.
Did you hear me?
I did. I cannot agree with that.
Oh, man.
How can anyone agree with you? The greatest show on turf. Don't get me wrong. The greatest show on turf. I will give you that. They were incredible. The 07 Patriots went undefeated in a year and in the playoffs. They have one loss that whole goddamn year at the Super Bowl.
You had the loss that mattered. I don't care where you lose at, but you had the one loss that mattered. I went in 99 versus the killer over here in Tennessee. These Eddie George, all these killers over here, and I popped y'all.
I don't actually think that's the craziest take. The 07 Patriots defense was not the 01 Patriots. That 01 Patriots defense was nasty.
But I'm saying
That was. But what I'm saying is
that
this though
Rams
still.
defense, that St. Louis defense over there was killer too. And my offensive.
But this is my thing, right? The game always evolves.
It does.
Okay? So if the 99 Rams are going to play the 07 Patriots, by the evolution of skill and those players are better. Also, statistically,
You know why?
those players were better.
You know why?
Why what?
You know why they win? And this is, I feel, a lot about Tom Brady. A lot.
Okay.
If they sneeze on Tom Brady's shirt, it's a penalty. They can't rough him up like they used to. Tom Brady got a whole rule.
The tough rule, yes, it's real.
Because of him.
I know it is.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because he's the face of the league.
Yeah. So that to me that kind of takes out a lot because that rule right there changed that whole game.
Does that rule not benefit all quarterbacks?
Now it might do. It might do, but that's not what I'm saying is if Kurt Warner would have did that in that Super Bowl, it wouldn't have been no tough rule change. It wouldn't have been his ball. He would have fumbled that. Brady do it in a major game. They stopped everything. They told the world to stop spinning on his axis because Brady came and talked to me. The Kraft cheese man is in my ear. How he get in the referee's microphone ear? He got down there and said, "Y'all relook at that."
They probably give massages the same place.
He was tucking that ball, so I think y'all should overchange that. And what did he do? They overchanged it. That man went down that field and did his thing and became the GOAT with 2 O's.
I think you misunderstood me when I said that he was the face of the league. Is why they made that rule.
Yeah.
He earned that right, man. I mean, he earned the face of the league before 2000. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and plus it benefits like you said earlier, it benefits other quarterbacks now as well.
A lot of knees have been saved because of that rule.
Yeah. A lot of can't get below the waist. You can't tap me on the head. You can't do a lot. And I understand
These things have really helped people out.
I was about to say it was
There's a personal hate here.
rules are in effect as far as safety wise. And I agree. I'm not knocking them because I don't want nobody to get hurt. But forget Tom Brady. Said that, meant that.
Forget Tom. All right, now you're just being blasphemous. Now you're being hateful. You're being spiteful. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's ridiculous.
Now, this upcoming year, let's see how he had.
He gonna win.
Yeah. So
Most of the team came back again.
So
and you just said
so
Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, 2 former Pro Bowlers. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1,000 yards, missed 1,000 yards over there.
Yeah. I'm not saying they did because you had Antonio Brown over there. That was one of his favorite fucking targets over there. I don't know what you want from me. Also, Tom Brady distributes the ball more evenly than Jameis Winston does. I also don't know what you want from me. He also turns over the ball fucking less.
Well, of course, that always been Brady.
Yeah.
He'll tuck it and lay it down before he throws
Oh.
it 2 minutes inside.
Oh, I'm sorry that he doesn't want to turn the ball over.
I'm
on downs.
not saying that.
I'm just saying that's wild to me. Because he also said he would take Patrick Mahomes over Tom Brady And then I told him, I said, why? I said I would pick accuracy, which is Tom Brady, over Patrick Mahomes, who isn't as accurate and who has been known to have a lot of his inaccuracies covered up by Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. There's been a few overthrown balls that they've had to go get.
Vice versa.
What? Vice versa? What does that even mean?
Vice versa. Tom Brady has not always he's accurate at a 20.
Statistically, Tom Brady is more accurate than Patrick Mahomes.
Because he's not throwing how Patrick Mahomes is throwing.
Why would I need to throw a 70-yard bomb if I have someone open?
But I'm saying that's where stats and everything come in at. We're talking about from
That's also
0 to
scheme,
20,
though. But that's
0
also
to 20,
scheme, though.
20 to 30, 30 to 40. Patrick is making these 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Brady is not. He's making this average probably 20 yard. 20 yard.
Does he get a first down?
So your accuracy is good.
Does he get a first down?
But it's not all. You've not always been accurate. That guy did save the Super Bowl over there that year with the fingertip catch.
Oh, Julian Edelman.
Yeah, Julian Edelman.
Saved the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Brady didn't put it where he needed to be.
Okay, and I'm not
Brady,
saying that he didn't.
and that was even
I'm not
on
talking.
pass.
I'm not talking about one catch. I'm talking about overall. Tom Brady is more fucking accurate than Patrick Mahomes. That's a statistical fact.
I'm going with Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
You're ridiculous.
He hasn't shown me anything in Super Bowls that make me change my mind. Brady has.
What has Brady shown you that would
He sucked.
He sucked. You shut up. You ain't allowed to talk no more.
Okay.
For the rest of these 30 minutes, you ain't allowed to talk no more. That is crazy. Tom Brady sucked.
Said that. Admit that. Can't take
Go home. Go home. You're done. Get out of here. Hit the bleachers. Hit the showers, kid. You're out of line for that
it. Okay,
stuff.
I'm sorry you had to hear this today.
So Patrick Mahomes in his first Super Bowl against the Rams, the first or second Super Bowl, sorry, the second half, or the first half rather, boy, he played like shit. Remember that?
No, I got selective.
Ah, interesting.
I got selective.
Yeah, just like you don't remember Kyrie's last minute
Hold
shot
on.
in one fucking game.
Hold on.
Asshole.
Hold on. And I can't give you the exact year, but Atlanta Falcons, Tom Brady played like shit.
What?
No, he did.
We're not gonna say nothing.
He played like shit the first half, yes.
We're not gonna say nothing about the second half.
I don't do that.
We're not gonna say Tom Brady played like shit. I believe
He played like shit.
one of his first couple passes
Turnover.
went to the other guy.
Yes, it was a turnover. It was a turnover.
So we got bad games.
I didn't say he didn't have bad games.
Yeah, just saying.
Listen, I'm not saying he didn't have a bad game. I'm not saying quarterbacks don't have bad games.
I'm just saying
You can find bad games with anybody.
in the Super Bowl, I can guarantee that it's not one quarterback that Patrick Mahomes has played that's just dominated him. Brady has that guy. He's
When Brady's dominated Patrick Mahomes in their first Super Bowl, he made him look like a little kid.
yeah, he did.
So then he's been dominated.
I
I mean, he won. I won't say he dominated. He won.
Now,
would
that-
say that the defense.
I was about to say that.
That
That
whole playoff for Brady looked like shit the whole playoff.
I will say
He looked very subpar.
that defense won that whole playoff and Super Bowl run.
I won't say the whole thing. 'Cause I mean,
Yes.
you still have to.
It was kind of.
Yes.
As far as listen, the playoffs.
Dominated
Yes,
in
the
the Super
the
Bowl.
playoffs. Yes, the Super Bowl. It definitely was on the back of the defense, and he played like shit the first half of that game. But then the second half,
Patrick Mahomes played like shit the whole game.
he did.
That defense had him so rattled, so shooken
Yes.
up. He was doing stuff I've never, like he said, it was one of them games where you just be like, I'm done watching you, Patrick.
It was
Because I know
terrible.
it's nothing going to come out.
They made him uncomfortable. It was terrible.
It was horrible.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying that. Like I said, this is the hard part about when you argue these things, right? Because football is a team sport. So when you get the win, it's not only because let's be honest, it's not you can't 1v1 football. It's not Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. There are defenses, there are receivers, there are O-lines.
There, in Tom Brady's case, there are kickers.
Oh my God.
I didn't throw that out there.
Jesus, what is with you just
I'm
dunking
saying-
on Tom Brady today?
Tom Brady had a kicker, one of the greatest kickers in the
Does
league.
every team have a kicker?
Not the greatest kickers in the
But
league.
does every team have a kicker?
Not the greatest.
So then they have an opportunity
Time
to
out.
also kick a game-winning field
Time
goal,
out.
right?
Time out. Now, they got kickers. Would you give the Bears
In that case,
the Bears kicker who couldn't hit a 32-yarder the champs.
How dare you talk about Eddie Pinheiro?
Would you
Also,
accept the champs
okay,
to do
okay, in that
go
case-
what Adam Vinatieri did in the Super Bowl?
If you want to go with that logic, Patrick Mahomes has good skills at fucking calling a coin toss.
Who cares about coin toss?
Motherfucker, who cares about a kick? Nigga, you won one game on a game-winning field goal.
One.
You're bringing up one fucking game.
Guaranteed 2 off the jump.
Fine. We'll say 3 game-winning kicks. Okay? It happens. But again, that's part of football. And also, who had to go down there to tie the score, to give him a chance to make that game-winning field goal? Did that touchdown score itself?
Wait. Hey, no, these were not tie games that he went down here and just kicked the field goal.
They
were.
He kept it close enough.
I need to go down
Again,
here.
you have to go down there to score what? A fucking touchdown, so you're within 1 or 2 points to where this field goal becomes a game-winning field goal, right?
Hey, he had a kicker. I
Motherfucker,
can't think of
there are 32
I
kickers.
can't think of one kicker that I can't think of one time Patrick Mahomes needed the kicker to win the Super Bowl.
He's been to 2 Super Bowls, motherfucker. What? He hasn't had as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady has.
No one has.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can't be like, because let's say, hypothetically, right? Let's say they go to the Super Bowl this year and they went on a game-winning field goal. Because let's not act like their kicker's fucking garbage. He ain't no scrub. Is he doo-doo caca? Did they grab a motherfucker from the stand and said, you, come kick this field goal?
No,
The nigga was drafted, right?
he was sitting on his couch eating potato chips last year.
I'm aware of that. But what I'm saying is, though, they also have a Harris butt kicker over there. They have Harris fucking Butker over there.
Hey, we're just gonna end this debate. Forget Tom Brady.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes.
You have
Sorry, Kentucky.
You have the number 1 kicker right now. Steven Gostowski was incredible at his time. He was the number 1 kicker. Again, Patrick Mahomes has Harris butt kicker over there. You have arguably top 3. I won't even say number 1. Arguably a top 3 kicker over there. Is that a fact? Is Kansas City's kicker not a top 3 kicker?
Kentucky.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're right up there. You gotta remember one thing, guys. You're talking about 2 brilliant coaches that know how to recruit.
I mean, that also, listen, Andy Reid out there and fucking Bill Belichick. I mean, listen, they definitely do their shit.
Yeah, they recruited the right people around these quarterbacks, and you know, it helps. I mean, but when you're in a situation, you want accuracy. That's what I'm saying. You know.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather be accurate. Because that's my thing. Because let's not act like he hasn't thrown bombs that have been turned over. I'm not saying Tom Brady hasn't thrown interceptions. What I'm saying is, dollars to donuts, I myself would pick Tom Brady. If it came down to picking one quarterback to have my game-winning drive, I would pick Tom Brady.
That'd be hard for me to pick Tom Brady. Yeah, that'd be like super hard.
I'm not saying it would be an easy decision.
I probably can go through 5 other quarterbacks
What?
before I just, yes.
You're ridiculous.
That I would just really just.
I would accept only one answer, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Who are these 5?
Like I would.
Give me the 5.
Like if I just
Give me the 5.
Okay. Of course you know my first 2.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers. Peyton Manning.
Motherfucker, we're talking about playing currently right now.
Oh, I didn't know we was talking about playing current right
What
now.
you mean? You said if we have to go do one drive right now in the Super Bowl. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
but I'm not thinking we talking about this right
Peyton Manning gonna come
Okay.
out of retirement and throw some shit.
He might.
Come on
Okay,
now.
right now. I don't know if I can just give you 5. I can say Patrick, Aaron, what that guy over there in the Rams clearly showed.
Matthew Stafford?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That now this is funny.
Josh Allen?
I would throw him kind of in there, but he'll give me a nice run for my money.
Who?
Joey.
Oh, Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
Joey Bucks out there? Joey Bucks?
If I gave him the team he has, the Cincinnati team, to go down there, I need the whole team. I don't just want him as the quarterback. I need the whole team.
I mean, I'd be real. I'd give him a better O-line first, though. Yeah.
I give
I'd give him a better O-line. Because them and the Ravens are fighting for the worst fucking O-line right now.
And I might,
You better not say Lamar Jackson.
I might give Lamar a shot.
You're ridiculous. Get the fuck out.
I might.
Get the fuck out.
I might.
No.
You didn't mention Wilson in that. Oh,
Russell, yeah.
Let Russ cook out there.
Okay, I'm gonna take out.
Lamar.
No, I'm gonna take off Joe.
You're gonna take out Joe Burrow before you take out Lamar Jackson?
Take out Joe Burrow.
Lamar Jackson does not have the arm strength nor the accuracy to be in that category.
I understand that.
Do you?
Yeah,
Then why is he there?
but I'm saying you said arm talent and
He doesn't have the arm strength, the arm talent, the accuracy, anything.
okay.
The
Now,
fundamentals.
hold on. Tom Brady only has one of them compared to Joe Burrow. He has accuracy. Tom Brady ain't got the arm.
He does have the arm talent.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
No,
does.
Tom Brady does not have an arm.
I'm not saying a cannon. I said talent. I'm saying what I'm saying is again accuracy, football IQ, being able to put it where the fuck you want it at.
Lamar has
The thing Lamar is better at than anybody in that, which actually I'll put him up against Aaron Rodgers, scrambling. That's it though.
Yeah.
But that's because he holds on to the ball for way too long. Because he doesn't have good field vision.
That's his game. He has IQ.
His game is to lose. That's his game. His game is to get hurt all the time.
You asked me.
But that's crazy.
I asked me.
I gotta stop asking you shit if I'm finding out.
Peyton.
You can't put Peyton in there. We already said that.
Patrick, A-Rod. I'm gonna give Russell, Wilson in there. Who was that to say?
Actually, you know what? You are right for putting Patrick in there. We forgot Kentucky. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. You're right. Patrick is in there.
No, Patrick Mahomes.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. You're all right, Tommy. I give up now. I can see.
Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson.
You're ridiculous, man.
I don't know. It's hard for me to really just.
At this point, you're just like you're dry disrespecting Tom Brady. You're dry disrespecting Tom Brady at this point. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's dry.
it's okay.
Like there's no reason behind it at this point.
It's okay. I've seen some upcoming quarterbacks that kind of almost made me say they name.
Who?
Ooh, yeah, I want to hear.
Yeah. Who? Tell me an upcoming quarterback.
Upcoming quarterback, like I said, I was close.
Tell me.
I was close to saying Josh Allen.
He's not up and coming.
He is.
What you
as
mean?
far
He's shown for the past 2 years.
That's still up and coming. That's 2 years.
What? He was in the running for a Super Bowl. He went to the AFC
I'm
Championship.
saying that's still up and coming. 2 years is not.
He hasn't been in the league 2 years, motherfucker. He's been dominating for 2 years. He hasn't been in the league in 2 years.
But
He came from Patrick Mahomes' class. And you're not counting Patrick Mahomes as up and coming. Are you?
Not, because
So then
Patrick
Josh
Mahomes is
Allen.
just-
So then Josh Allen is not up and coming.
He is to me.
How if they came from the same draft class,
Because
motherfucker?
he's just started making that.
You don't make no goddamn sense.
Then, like I say Joey Badass. He's up
and coming.
to me.
It's his second year. He's up and coming. And coming fast also. Very rising star. I'm worried about him, honestly.
And that them two is what's that other guy?
So you basically have one.
Them two.
Joe Burrow.
Well, okay. And
You have
Josh
one.
Allen, Josh Allen.
You have one. And by the way, you did throw him in there. You weren't thinking about it. You threw him in there.
Because I had to take him out for Russell.
No. Sure. Shit.
It's my controversial day.
Sure. Obviously. It's your day to say crazy shit today.
It happens.
Listen, next week I'm going to make sure I bring a Pepsi. Because I just want to say crazy shit next time too.
It was definitely out there.
So listen, Kentucky, this time we've been doing all the talking, man. So I want to ask you a question. So I don't know if a lot of our listeners are into WWE, but I know that you're a huge wrestling fanatic. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is a big WWE, AEW controversy thing going on right now where a lot of people are saying that they think AEW is better than WWE right now. And I just wanted you to kind of give your take on that.
Sure, absolutely. So, just to give you a little bit of background, the reason why I started the wrestling podcast was I enjoyed some of my best memories when I was younger were watching wrestling with like my mom. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Which I know sounds odd, but it was some of the greatest memories I have. So over the years, I've watched it, and yeah, to be honest with you, I got out of wrestling completely for almost 6 years
Oh wow.
until AEW started. And AEW, like a lot of wrestling fans, have brought us back because they're doing things now. There was no competition for WWE, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah.
Vince bought out ECW, he bought out WCW, and a few others, right?
Yeah.
He had no true. He had Ring of Honor, he had New Japan Wrestling. The problem is they're not televised every week.
Yeah.
AEW, you know, you've got these guys starting out, Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and they're exciting. Their name is out there, even though they were in New Japan. They did make appearances on Total Impact Wrestling, TNA.
Mhm.
So the fans did know them. And right now, I would have to say that AEW is winning the war. They've got CM Punk, the hottest name in wrestling. Still can't believe that they got him to come back to wrestling.
Listen, I'm glad he got out of UFC. He was doing terrible. I'm glad he left.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah.
You know, and you cannot get WWE to get away from the Brock Lesnar, the older guys, Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
I think everybody's ready for new talent, so I think that's why. But WWE has made some good changes here lately, like Cody Rhodes came back.
Oh, Stardust?
No, never again on Stardust. He's Cody Rhodes, just like he was American Nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's back on WWE, and that brought a lot of fans back. So, you know, you're right. That's a huge argument right now. Which brand is better? I like them both the same because I think they need each other.
Yeah.
You need to have. It's better for the wrestlers because now they can use the companies against each other to make more money and to work less, right?
Yeah.
In WWE, they never got a day off, man.
Yeah.
Now, where they see AEW's blueprint, now they're getting days off, and you're having some jump ship and some jump back. It makes it more exciting in the wrestling world.
No, definitely, man. 'Cause I brought it up because I've heard great things about AEW to where it's made me think, like, man, maybe I should kind of watch this. Because I also have good memories of, like, with my brothers, we used to play, like, WWE on PlayStation. And then, you know, we would watch every week for the drama and stuff like that. And then, you know, we would wrestle in the living room just messing each other up.
Exactly, and AEW has brought that back. So,
Yeah.
you're talking about, like, the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, The Rock. And
Yeah, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. I remember when he came through with the Steve Weiser truck, man. That was my shit. I loved it. As a kid, I went nuts.
Yeah, that changed wrestling right there. The Attitude Era, you had the NWO and WCW. AEW has brought that back to an extent. They're not as extreme as ECW was.
Yeah.
However, they're doing some things I really like. Like I like big factions that'll take over a show
Mm-hmm.
and like just don't know what's going to happen the next week or the next show. And AEW has worked that perfectly now. WWE used to be the master of it, but they've got away from it over the years when they went into the PG era. So never really heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about the AEW. I was a huge fan also, like Boogie said, and that Stone Cold, The Rock. I used to love the whole Scotty 2 Hotty right
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Guerrero,
Yeah, Rey
like
Mysterio.
yeah, all of them. That was D Generation X, X-Pac, all that. Like we was getting in trouble in school
Yeah.
for literally doing that to everybody,
Oh, yeah.
like sucking and getting in trouble. But I haven't. My stepkids, they love it. I hear it on the TV every week.
AEW or WWE?
Just wrestling.
Oh.
Period. They watch all wrestling.
Listen, man, put them on
And
AEW, so they're
I
gonna.
just be like, okay. And they be like, do you know about this? I'm like, I'm kind of around back then
Yeah.
when it was. I feel like it swayed away from a lot of the action, like you said. It swayed away from me really, really wanting to be like, damn, what's gonna happen next week? What is D-Generation X gonna do next week? Oh, what is Stone Cold got going on? And who got thrown? Kurt Angle. The whole
When he messes that.
when he threw him down from the thing, and then next thing you know, Kurt Angle was cheating Eddie Guerrero on top of the cage and come out the mask, and that blew my mind.
Yeah, when they put Triple H in the hospital and Vince McMahon visited their house.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it was
it's things like that that had me so in love. WrestleMania. I know it still comes out here.
It's still every year. It's still there.
Yeah. So that was it. So, but nowadays, I couldn't sit in front of the TV before it won. It going commercial. My whole mindset went to sports.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, to you, man. I kind of miss the, which I kind of wish would come back a little bit, like the Hulkamania era, brother. You know, or the Macho Man Randy Savage.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Jake the Snake Roberts. Like that shit right there, man. Like that looked like it was a great time for wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, Andre the Giant and shit.
You're going way back in time there.
Oh yeah.
So are you watching that? I'm watching it. I will be watching it. That new documentary that they got on the old wrestlers.
Which one?
I can't.
Evil,
Huh?
Evil on Peacock.
Is it?
I don't know if that's the one.
If it's on Peacock, I'm not watching.
It's the one with they talking about the other day they did everything about Stone Cold. They doing the Undertaker.
Oh, so it's kind of like a 30 for 30 or what?
It's kind of like a 30 for 30, but it's called something else. I can't remember. But they just did one on Stone Cold, and they about to do the Bella's girls gonna be
Bella
on
Twins.
Bella Twins, Undertaker, just a lot of Kurt Angle, a lot of older guys.
They're gonna do Edge, Chris
Yeah,
Jericho.
they're showing like when they came around,
Yeah.
how they led up to being who they are,
Okay.
and it looked good. The Stone Cold one was great. I really didn't know he broke his neck in the ring.
Yeah.
I didn't know
In the
that.
middle of a match.
In the middle of the match, and they played it off the way they did it. I did not know that, but I remember like, damn, he really hurt, not knowing. He told the guy how to do the move. The guy was like, nah, you gotta do it like this, and broke his neck.
Oof.
And it was crazy.
I was watching that match. That was Owen Hart who broke his neck.
Yeah, and he told him in the documentary, he told him like, hey man, I told him make sure he put my neck, like he fall on his his knees,
Yeah.
and not on my head.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, and he fell right on the crown of his head,
Mm.
and ended it. And he said the guy had to stand. He told the guy like, man, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
And the guy kind of played around the ring for a moment to kind of like, damn, this serious. What do we do? And then he came back, covered one, and went on about his way. But they doing little documentaries like that right now. I can't remember. It'll come to me later though.
Oh, was it on YouTube?
Nah, it's I'm seeing it just on regular TV.
I see. I don't have cable though. I have to know
I
what it's
can't-
streaming on.
It was just coming on regular. So I'll come up with the name, but it's going on right now though.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one on YouTube that's really good. It goes through, it's got different episodes. It talks about, The Undertaker way back when and so forth. Kind of like what you're talking about. So, yeah, I don't have regular cable. I do everything through stream. So.
Well, listen, I listened to The Undertaker on when he went on Joe Rogan's podcast. It's worth a listen, man. It's pretty good. Anytime he has a wrestler on, bro, they're actually like, because they tell like these crazy stories. Like, I think he had Jake the Snake on there, bro, and he was telling a crazy story about Macho Man Randy Savage, and it's just like, wild. I love that shit.
Hey, if you ever get a chance, and they're not sponsoring me or anything, but if you ever get a chance, something to wrestle with, it's a podcast. It's got Bruce Pritchard, who's been Vince McMahon's right-hand man for the last 40 years.
Yeah.
He's been all over WWE. He worked in TNA. So you talk about some stories, man.
Oh, shit. I bet.
Crazy.
I bet. That's got to be crazy. All right, Kentucky. Well, it's about that time to wrap it up. Where can people find you on social media, man? Again, make sure to shout out your podcast. And once again, man, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, guys. I had a ball. Thought it was great. So the podcast name is Against the Mat Wrestling Podcast. Any platform that you can listen to a podcast on, we're on Spotify, Apple, Google, all the above. And I'm also am an influencer on several platforms that make videos. Most of those videos are usually like dad jokes or reactions. They're not so much about wrestling.
Okay.
And that's Kentucky Guy or Kentucky Guy 8080. You can find me on Clapper, TikTok, Rizzle, Truth Social, blah, blah, blah. Bunch of
So Kentucky Guy 80 is where they can find you.
absolutely.
And Kentucky Guy is spelled out all the way?
No, KY Guy.
Okay, so KY Guy 80. Make sure to follow his Instagram, follow his social media, man. Check out his podcast. You were a great guest, and we appreciate it.
I have you guys on one day, so.
Oh, yeah, man, we love that.
I just only had 2 controversial moments with y'all. Y'all
It was
being
more than
Steeler
two.
fans.
It was more than
Y'all
two.
being Steeler fans and y'all rocking with Brady, but we'll speak on that on another day.
It was more than two.
Hey, but TJ, you remind me kind of like mobster or something. You guys ever hear of what you guys? I'm sure you've heard of like a drive-by. What do you guys call? What do they call a gay drive-by?
What?
I
I got to hear this. What?
A gay drive-by. They call it a fruit roll-up.
That's how you end the podcast.
Thanks, KY Guy, Kentucky Guy, for showing
Make sure to
up.
follow him at KYGuy80. I'll call you right back, man, so we can just talk by ourselves all podcast. But thank you again so much for joining us.
Thank you guys. Peace.
Nope.
Yes, sir. Hold on one second. So real quick, let's just do some housekeeping notes. Housekeeping as always, guys. BalanziLondon.com. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to him.
Shout out. Make sure you follow him on Instagram at official Balanzi. That's BALANZI. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get drippy like us over here, you know what I'm saying? You see the bracelet, you see the pinky ring, the medallion. We don't have the chain right now, the Cuban chain right now. We got to buff it up real quick. My boy was working. But, you know what I'm saying? Watches, all types of stuff. They got stuff for men. They have stuff for women. They're the first sponsor of the podcast, so I'm always going to be forever grateful. Make sure that you put in the special discount code BLOCKDOWN. That's BLOKKDOWN. All caps, all one word, into the coupon code to make sure you receive 25% off. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Block Talk, and we will see you next week.